through your brain.
I know. You never do. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, lend me your ear. I have an announcement and I have to be clear. Okay, here's the announcement. Today, this is like a news bulletin. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. Today, I got a message from Bob, and his channel is Mountain Crest Farms. Okay, the message was that his mother-in-law had passed away at 2 this morning, which this morning is Tuesday. Tuesday 25th.
June 25th.
June 25th, yes. He also wanted me to mention that it will be a few days before he could have another video up. And he'd also like us to keep his wife and her family in our prayers and our thoughts. So Bob, we'll be thinking about you and your family and your wife's family. So sorry to hear this. Now I will move on to the NonnaGrace stuff. Hi everyone, it's NonnaGrace. Boy, what a transformation this has been. Oh gosh. Okay, this one goes, oops, I gotta turn the page. I actually put this in a notebook. Okay. And I want to sing a little song because this one I had planned for this to go with this. Oh, it's a good day for singing the news. Oh, it's a good day for shooing the blues. Oh, it's a good day, tra-da-da-da-da. It's a good day from morning to night. I don't know all the words, so we're going to go that. This is notebook news. And here's the notebook. Here's the news. Okay. First thing on the news reel here today was I wanted to talk about people raising chicks versus a mama hen raising her chicks. When you get chicks from the store, they tell you keep them in the house, feed them the chick starter food for at least 6 weeks. And that's what, and then they want you to give them the heat lamps and keep them in the house and
out of drafts.
Right, and out of drafts. My husband's helping me along with this. Can you tell? And he made me just forget what I was going to say. Oh man, that's what happens. You interrupted me, and now my brain went on another spiel. Let's see. I had something else in there. There really was on the chicks. Oh gosh, here we go again. Distraction. Oh my stars. Well, let's see. Well, anyways, the mama chick, she will actually take her babies outside by week 2. I'm sure mine would have taken her out a little sooner if she could have gotten them up over the little lip that's in my chicken run, because they have to be able to hop up on that to get out to the outside, and then they have to be able to hop back in to get back in. But anyways, the ones in the store, they want you to be so protective of them, and the mama hen, she teaches them to be chicks right away. Okay, the next message on this community page of the notebook page was I don't understand. Oh gosh, wait a minute. Community page, what to do with it? Oh, my community page. Okay, yes, my community page in YouTube. That's what it says, community page. What to do with it? I don't know. That was my question. And so I did kind of Google what do you do with this community page? If it sort of to me reminds me of like if you make postings on like Facebook or Twitter or one of those things. I don't know how to do them, so I don't know what I'm going to do with this community page. I'm going to have to check it out a little further. Okay, and then there was an old-time remedy that was mentioned on out West Homestead, and it had to do with bone spurs. So if you want to know what she suggests, because I'm not going to tell you, I want you to go watch her. Susie did a little talk about bone spurs and told what she was told to do about it, and it worked. So I will put the link below so you can find Susie on the Out West Homestead. Okay, now today I got up at 5:30 and I relaxed by watching videos, drinking my coffee until about 7 a.m. So 5:30 to 7 a.m. I was just doing absolutely nothing. Then at 7 o'clock, I started to answer my comments and watch some videos that go along with the comments, because if it's somebody that commented, I have to check to see whether they had a video that they posted, and if they did, then I watch it. And then when I'm all done with those videos, then I go on to the ones that I like to watch, which I did some of them before at between 5:30 and 7 a.m. Okay, and in the meantime, there was a horn blowing outside. Now, I live in the country. There should be no horns. There should be, like when you go in a parking lot at a store, sometimes you'll hear this beep, 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 annoying horn sound. Well, I had annoying horn sound happening here. It was there last night when I went to bed. I went to bed about 11 o'clock because I really wasn't tired, so I stayed up. But the horn was blowing just as I was going to get into bed. And when I got up at 5:30, that horn is blowing still. It would blow for like 2 minutes, be off for 2 minutes, then blow for 2 minutes, and be off for 2 minutes. So I started to call the village, and then when I called them, it says their office hours are 8:30, and I looked at the clock, and it was only a little after 8, and I says, man, I got to wait a half an hour. So I waited the half an hour, and then I called them, and they suggested that I call the police. And I said, well, this isn't an emergency, so I don't know what number to call. So they gave me a number that was a non-emergency number so I could call. And I said, I don't know the man's name. I don't know this neighbor. I've never met this neighbor. But I did tell them my address and my telephone number and where the house was located and who it was next door to, because I know the people next door. And they said, oh, it's the house that's real close to the road. And I said, yes, that house. So around almost, 9:30, quarter to 10, the state police came by, and they went out and knocking on his door. And I had knocked, now before this, I had knocked on his door, because I thought, maybe if I go over there and knock on his door, he'll come to the door and I can tell him that, your horn's going off. I really was thinking there was something wrong with him, and it was an SOS, help me kind of thing going on. But he didn't come to the door. The dog barked like crazy inside, but nobody came to the door. But when the policeman knocked on the door, apparently he came to the door. And then around 10 o'clock, you hear the horn beeping, but then it would stop, and it would be stopped for a long time, and then you would hear it beep, and then it would stop. And what it was is he was under the hood of the car trying to disable the horn. So the horn did stop finally, probably around 10:30 this morning. The horn finally stopped. Okay, that was about the blowing of the horn and the police. Then I went outside, and I have a tomato plant that I got from Ohio, because their season's a little bit earlier than our season. So I had my sister buy me this tomato plant that cost a fortune. But I really wanted a tomato plant. And it's been giving me, and it's a hanging tomato plant, yes. And it's been giving me tomatoes, which I wouldn't be getting tomatoes right now here because nobody's got tomatoes yet. It's too early. But I'm getting tomatoes. And I didn't have any mayonnaise. I went to the basement to see if there was any mayonnaise on the shelf. There was no mayonnaise. But I had some spinach dip. And I thought, maybe I'll have that spinach dip. Well, I came upstairs and I tried to open the jar. Couldn't open the jar. I banged the jar. Still didn't want to open. So then I tried I sometimes can pop it to make the seal pop. I couldn't do that. I couldn't even find a place to put the little bottle opener thing underneath there to make it pop it. So I ran it under hot water, got my bottle opening thing that you lay on top, and I thought, oh, I need a He-Man for this. And finally, I popped it open. And so I had some of the spinach dip with my tomato. And it wasn't bad. It actually was good. I'm glad it was good because I worked awful hard to get that bottle opened. Okay, then when you travel, I want to talk about that. When you travel, the real you comes out. At least the real me comes out. When I travel, I can wear whatever I want to wear. I can do whatever I want to do. The people don't know me. They think this is me all the time. I could be as wild as I want to be, or I could be as laid back as I want to be. I could be whatever I want to be. It's because I'm traveling. Nobody knows. Nobody's going to judge me. And if they do, oh, well, I'll never see them again, probably. But when you're home, you seem to act according to what the community or your relatives or people around you expect you to be, it's not always what you want to be. So the real you can come out when you want vacation. So vacations are really fun for that reason. And the last thing on my list of lists was I washed a chicken butt today. I know it. I have a hen, and it's Lefty is the name of the chicken. Lefty has been pooping, and when she poops, she apparently doesn't lean far enough back for her poops to drop on the ground and they land in her feathers. Well, it was getting to the point where her feathers were getting pretty bad back there, and the only way to clean it off is to stick her in a pan of water, and hopefully you can soften it enough to get it off of her feathers. Well, I caught her. She wasn't easy to catch, but I did catch her. I put her in the pan of water, and we cleaned off her bottom, and she looks beautiful again. Now she's fluffy. Now let's hope she can poop right and not get it all dirty again. Otherwise, I'll be washing the chicken butt again. Okay, that's the end of my notebook news. I hope you had a great day. And Bob, I am very sorry. I had to be peppy for my part, but I'm really sad for your part. But anyways,
Condolences go out.
and our condolences go out to you, my husband says. Yes, they do. And if you need anything, give a holler and I'll be right there. Not physically. I can't come physically, but I will be there other ways. Whatever. Emotionally,
yeah.
yes. I will be there. So that's it for today. Have a great night, and I'll talk to you all tomorrow. Bye-bye. Bye.